Billionaires obviously have a lot of cash to spare, so throwing lavish parties isn't a big deal for them. One such man in this class is none other than Mark Cuban, and an NBA All-Star has recalled a bizarre night of partying with the billionaire. Keep watching this video to find out who this NBA All-Star player is, as well as details regarding the wild party. What you need to know. In a recent interview, legendary Dallas Mavericks player Dirk Nowitzki attempted to recall a hazy night of drinking with Mark Cuban. Nowitzki spoke about the night he and Cuban visited Juwan Howard's birthday party during an interview with Graham Benzinger. It's interesting that Nowitzki acknowledged having trouble recalling the event during the interview, which was made public on November 10, 2022. Dirk Nowitzki was asked by Graham Benzinger to recall his favorite experiences with Mark Cuban, the owner of the Dallas Mavericks. Since they have known each other for more than 20 years, Nowitzki responded that there have been numerous times like this. Few owners would do that for their players, according to Nowitzki, who revealed that Mark Cuban even attended his bachelor party. Benzinger then inquired especially about a time when Cuban and another player attended the birthday celebration of Juwan Howard. Nowitzki said, and I quote, "I might not have as clear of an image of that night as he does. Although we had a good time, I believe it was more of a positive experience for him." Dirk Nowitzki's first impression of Mark Cuban. Dirk Nowitzki discussed his friendship with Dallas Mavericks owner Mark Cuban during the conversation with Graham Benzinger. In January 2000, the tech millionaire purchased the NBA club. With an investment of $285 million, Cuban became the Mavs' largest shareholder. It might surprise you to learn that his choice to purchase the Mavericks has nothing to do with business. Cuban actually desired ownership of the Mavs because he was a fervent supporter and believed he could improve the team. Nowitzki had joined them in 1998 and was in his second season when Cuban acquired the Mavs. After retiring in 2019, Nowitzki remained with the Mavs as a special advisor. Benzinger questioned Nowitzki about his feelings toward the man after he had taken control of the Mavs. The 12-time All-Star claimed that although they first had their doubts about Cuban, they eventually realized how committed he was to the team. The Mavs legend added that Cuban genuinely brought the team great improvements. Nowitzki praised Cuban, saying he literally turned this club around and put it back on the map. In any case, Dirk Nowitzki's Mavs, which was now owned by Mark Cuban, defeated all odds to win the 2011 NBA title. In addition, the German was named the NBA Finals MVP for his historic performance against the Miami Heat. 5 things you didn't know about the billionaire. The richest person on the planet is certainly not Mark Cuban. He is not in the same league as Musk, Bezos, Gates, and the other 11-figure giants at the top of the heap, according to Forbes, which estimates his net worth at $4.7 billion. However, the owner of the Dallas Mavericks is as well known as any other billionaire in the world for his audacity and candor. Cuban is a self-made businessman who turned a poor NBA team into a championship franchise that is now one of the most valued teams in the league. To add to that, he has also been a mainstay of both television and tabloids for decades. He is well known outside of the court for his work as an active investor on ABC's Shark Tank. Since 2011, Cuban has been in the public spotlight and at the top of the list of the nation's most well-known celebrity moguls, thanks to the business reality TV show. Even so, there's probably a lot about Mark Cuban that you don't know. Keep watching this video to discover some interesting trivia about one of the most well-known billionaires in the nation. Number 1. For better or worse, he's all in on cryptocurrency. Although Cuban has a larger investment in cryptocurrencies than any other celebrity billionaire, Elon Musk is still the world's most well-known crypto influencer. Cuban stated on Jon Stewart's podcast at the beginning of 2022 that 80% of his non-Shark Tank ventures were connected to cryptocurrencies. It's safe to conclude that Cuban has not had a good 2 fiscal quarters, given that Bitcoin dropped half of its value as the cryptocurrency market lost $2 trillion between then and mid-June. Number 2. Basketball made him rich before the Mavs. According to CNBC, Cuban has long maintained that he didn't purchase the Mavericks as an investment. Rather, he did it out of pure basketball passion. The Mavericks are currently the 9th most valuable franchise in the NBA, according to Forbes, valued at $2.7 billion. However, indirectly, basketball was the source of the funds utilized by Cuban to purchase the Mavs in the first place. It is well known that when Todd Wagner and Cuban created Broadcast.com in 1995, the duo was propelled to early online fame. Less well known is the fact that the pair developed the first video gateway so they could watch Hoosiers basketball games. Yahoo eventually bought their company Broadcast.com for $5.7 billion in 1999. Number 3. He was a record holder for the largest online purchase. Guinness World Records granted Cuban a spot in its revered pages in 1999. The same year, he sold his business and joined the 3 Comma Club. According to CNBC, Cuban realized his lifelong desire of owning a private plane in October of that year. He spent $40 million on his new Gulfstream 5, which he naturally bought online, since he was a .com pioneer. And since it was the biggest single e-commerce transaction ever, Cuban was now officially a record holder. Number 4. He's been hustling since the age of 12. Cuban has embodied the spirit of entrepreneurship, as he is a self-made man who has been making money in some capacity since he was young. CNBC reports that when he was 12 years old, he started selling trash bags to pay for the footwear he desired. He also made money as a teen by purchasing and reselling memorabilia, such as baseball cards, stamps, and coins. Later, he did carpet installation, box boy labor, and deli work. After that, he taught disco and made $25 per hour to pay for college. The story of the software company that fired Cuban for closing a $15,000 transaction instead of cleaning the store is the most well-known of his early work experiences. He was inspired to strike out on his own by that encounter. Number 5. He's a film industry heavyweight. Like basketball, Cuban has both a passion for and a financial interest in film and television. And not just because of Shark Tank. He owns or is invested in well over 200 companies, including several in the film and TV industry, like Magnolia Pictures and the streaming platform Philo. He has 58 producer credits, including hits like Good Night and Good Luck, The Road, and We Own the Night. He also has 33 acting credits, not counting his 178 appearances as himself. Cuban has also been nominated for 4 Primetime Emmys. Mark Cuban discusses a possible exit from Shark Tank. Mark Cuban, one of the original Shark Tank sharks, is considering venturing into uncharted waters. Since joining the entrepreneurial show in 2011, Cuban has stated his intention to return for the upcoming season, but has also added, "After that, I don't know." Cuban used to find it simple to juggle his Shark Tank responsibilities with his family commitments throughout the show's summer production schedule. However, the billionaire tells the Dallas Morning News that he wants to spend more time with his children now that his oldest daughter is in college. He has 3 kids, with the youngest being 12. Additionally, Cuban expressed a wish to devote more time to developing his online pharmacy, which offers cheaper prices on over 100 drugs, including those frequently given for high cholesterol and hypertension. According to Sharkalytics, a company that records investments on the show, Cuban has made appearances on 111 episodes of Shark Tank since his debut and closed closed deals totaling just under $20 million in 85 of those episodes. His largest investment in the show was $2 million, which he used to purchase a 20% ownership position in an entertainment firm that creates live haunted attractions and other live attractions with a horror theme. He has invested the most on-air money of any of the show's personalities in terms of dollars, with Robert Herjavec in second place. Cuban also provided CNN with an update on the Texas town he bought last year. He purchased the whole community of Mustang, which is roughly an hour's drive south of Dallas in Navarro County last December. The town has a small population of just 23 people. He claims that other than a little cleanup, he has no imminent intentions for the 77 acres. "It's how I usually handle undeveloped property," he explained. "It remains there till I have an idea." So guys, do you think Dirk Nowitzki really can't recall all the events of the bizarre party with Cuban, or is he keeping some info under the rug? Let us have your thoughts in the comment section. And if you enjoyed watching this video, why not give it a like and share so your friends can watch it too? And yeah, subscribe to our channel and click on the notification bell to keep getting more interesting videos like this. Thanks for watching.